Hello and welcome to the Mercedes Benz series on Saxlingham. And we're now in November, rather damp, greyish day, just after 9 o'clock in the morning, so we haven't rushed to get out of bed. But it's getting that time of the year. And we're just going to make our way over to our Unimog, and then let's go and have a look and see our crops at the moment. They should be pretty much going to sleep over the winter, start growing again in the springtime, and we're going to have to do some weeding, so we'll get a sprayer in, we'll do some weeding. We forgot to roll this field. In any case, that's not a serious problem. We'll lose a little bit of yield, but not too bad. Let's just get in the Unimog first of all and head on down to our productions and go and do our deliveries first of all. And then we have a non-productive production unit which we are going to tear down, and we're going to put up some parking space. Isn't that just typical? But in any case, that's all for during the course of this episode. But first of all, let's go get some lights on and get some deliveries done. So we'll see you once we're at the production. Right, so we're just about here at the production unit, and we've got plenty of flour all over the place. This is the unit that we are going to be selling. We're not going to be doing much in terms of animal husbandry, so we don't need to do any producing there. We're not going to be cutting grass, and so it's just, it's not worth it at this point in time. So we've got a bit of space down there. We'll create a bit of space there, but I think this top one here, we'll put in some parking space for our vehicles. Right, this is where the money is. Let's just park up here at the back and go and have a look and see what we've got here. Interesting, first of all, to see what we've got in terms of diesel, because that was the new one that we did. So let's go and have a look and see. We have 27,000 diesel. We're missing water. We've got some soya beans still left in there, so we'll top up with water during the course of the day. We'll go and deliver some diesel somewhere. We'll have to buy a new tanker for that. This is what we're going to have a lot of. So we've got breads all over the place, got some cakes, some tortillas, I think. These are tortillas. Organic corn tortilla. More cakes, chocolate cakes. Fantastic. And then we should have a fair amount of cheese as well to be delivered. Yep. Right, so let's get the delivery van out, and we'll go and get that sorted out, and then we'll do the diesel after that. Right, so what are we going to go load up first? I think we can load up. What side have we got this on? Curtain side right. Yeah, so we can load up from this side, and we can change over to the left hand side and load up on the other one. And open curtain. Well, I've opened the back door, haven't I? There we go. Pull forward a bit and we'll load up. So that's Shift R, I think. There we go. Should have plenty of stuff coming out here. I think we'll have lots of tortilla. That's that all? No. Should be a good money day today. Maybe we'll have to do a separate delivery for cheese. Any more coming out? Let's go and have a look. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it. So sugar, we've still got plenty of inputs, corn flour. Yeah, there should be nothing else to be loaded. We can go and load our cheese. So let's close up that curtain side, and we'll open up the other side. And left front, there we go. Load this towards the back, then we'll have to decide where we're going to go and sell it. It looks like we've got 18,000 tortillas. So that seems to be the biggest, well, the most, the biggest volume of stuff. But we'll have to see what the prices are like. Where we now? Load. This is always a bit of a slow operation. I suppose we should have got out and had a look first to see what there was of each. Let's jump out and have a look quickly. There's goat cheese. So there's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 pallets still to come out. So now we know we'll have to do that. Are we going to have enough space in our lorry? And here we are. We thought we had, this lorry was overkill. I do like that we're going to deliver to one place every time, so that it does create a bit of jeopardy and a bit of, well, jeopardy is not the right word, a little bit of thought about where to sell. It's not just a case of just taking it down to the same old place every time. Now, I haven't been counting. I think there might be one still to come out. I think we said there were 7 to come out, and yeah. There we go. So what do we loaded up with? 4,000 ricotta, 10,000 cake, 15,000 bread, 4,000 aged goat cheese, and we should have gorgonzola in there as well. Obviously don't have enough space for that. So let's have a look and see what we've got there. We'll close up the side first, and then we will, let's get it all nice and strapped in this rain. Let's have a look and see where we can do some selling to. So aged goat cheese, Diesel is good money, but that's a separate issue. Flour we're not selling. Corn tortillas, 75,000. It gets sold at the wholesale. Best prices at the wholesale on that. Flour we're not selling. Goat's cheese, agricultural fare, but that's small. Gorgonzola, 32,000 to pig food. That's a separate issue, so we should sell that. That's good money at the moment. 75 grand on that. Ricotta, solid fertilizer we're not selling. Wheat we're not selling. So it looks like wholesale is where we're going to be selling to. How bad is the price for what's our next biggest? 63 aged goat cheese. So aged goat cheese, the price is $13.95 at the farmers market. What does it look like at the value station? Value at all stations. Pig food is not what we want to be looking at. We want to look at aged goat cheese. Value at all stations. Wholesale 62,000 as opposed to 62.05. And tortillas at the farmers market. Tortillas at the farmers market. 73,900 as opposed to 75,600. 73,900 is a 2,300 difference in price. And 63,100. 63,100. 62,47. Yeah, so yeah, we lose that more if we could go and sell the tortilla somewhere else. So we'll go to wholesale. Let's just get back there and tag the wholesale. I think it's at the BGA, so it's not too far to go. Yeah, it's only 600 and something feet, so it's not going to break the bank when it comes to diesel, is it? The next thing we'll have to do is we'll have to go and get another tanker to move the diesel, and then we can sell some pig food as well. I was a bit worried we'd never get to utilize the wholesale. We're around the back. Can we get this? Didn't test this, didn't have this van then. This is where we pick up stuff, because we can buy from the wholesale as well. But I think this is where we're going to be selling it to. So let's open the side and we'll release the, and hopefully we should be selling as we go across it. There we go, 305,000. Wow, how nice is that? We have a $500,000 in the bank. This is a good time to go and have a look and see how much we're having to pay out in in our hire purchase. Does it have a total? No, it doesn't have a total. So 21 months, so we still got a fair time before our first ones are due. Let's see what we paid last month in hire purchase fees. Wonder if there's a separate, hopefully there's a separate miscellaneous. That must be it. 108,000. Oh, I was hoping it would be separated out. Vehicle running costs. Vehicle leasing costs, there we go. 23,000 we're having to pay every month at the moment. It's alright if we're making 300,000. Of course we'll have to go and top everything up there again. So we have made some good money. Even though we're buying in a lot of stuff, we're making good money. Right, let's get this back. We digress. We'll go and sell pig food now. And then we will sell diesel. Let's go park this up. Should we be parking it up back here? Even for now, yes. Well, it's a good move because we have to pick up the other Merc to go and make the deliveries. We've had all the repairs done after the accident of the last, was it yesterday? Last month. We're all that. It's as good as new. It cost us a lot of money though. We whacked into the fence. Luckily it's just the trailer. We'll have to go and get that painted up somewhere along the line. There we go. I've got a feeling that we're right up against the fence. Yeah, not too good. Not too good at all. In any case, let's go and load up pig food. I think we won't quite have a full load. We'll see where it is. We'll see when we're there. Well, here we are there. Got to get flour into the mill as well. Should have done that before we parked up, but we'll do that off camera. We've seen that before, so not too much of a problem. We'll start filling. Pig food, 22,000 litres. Where are we going to sell this? That's the issue. Let's just let it finish loading up. And we're going to sell this at, wait, there we go, pig food. Oh, we should have looked at it before we, it's husbandry full station. I'm going to presume it's going to be the same. Let's have a look, value at all stations. Husbandry full station, yeah, it's at the top there. 3.3. Oh, we can't sell to the full stations, the bulk full stations, because their prices are inflated. Yeah, no, we can't. We got to sell to the best prices at the farmers market. Unfortunately. So that's back down the road. We'll see you when we're there, because that's where we deliver to delivered all the product, the produce that we made. Well, not the produce, the product that we made in the last episode. We'll see when we get there. So here we are, and I'm going to presume that this time this will go in here. Yeah. So we should get a bit of money for this. I don't know why that didn't deliver the first time I asked it to. There we go, 58,000. Still not getting any environmental score, which is strange. We must still be at just 50% on that. We'll have to have a look at that on our precision farming. Not sure this is the best way to come out of here. In any case, we get out alright, and we will see you back. We'll actually see you at the store now. We'll get the tractor out and go and buy another trailer to deliver diesel. See you at the store. Right, so here we are, and we're going to get ourselves a trailer. We're going to put it behind the Unimog. Should pull it. Can't see any reason why it wouldn't. So let's go in here, and Bailey Bowser, we will customize that. Just going to change the colors. I'm going to do that a sort of dark greyish blackish color. It'll be the frame. Yep, do that. Yeah, that looks okay. And then this we'll do in red, I think. I'll do it a sort of off reddish but lightish red. Select. It doesn't look all that light, but yeah. Radio and tension belts we don't need. Well, we'll leave them on because you can put stuff in the front. Not sure we'll ever really be doing that, but still. So hire purchase, and right. So I think we've got a bit of money now. Let's put up a little bit extra in deposit, 20%. We'll do it on a short time, just the one here. We'll still go with option 4 because that makes sense, and just pay a bit of a lump sum off at the end. Purchase. Okay. I didn't look to see how much it's going to cost us in a month. That's when you know you've made a bit of money in the month. You don't look at the cost of what you've just bought. So we're still over 500,000 in the bank. Very nice. So I think we've got 20,000 odd litres. We can fill up a Unimog at the same time. And off we go. We'll see you. Oh, somebody being a little bit stupid and driving on the wrong side of the road there. I shouldn't talk, I've done that plenty of times. Where are we now? We are, yep, going in the right direction. So let's fill up our Unimog first. There we go. Working nicely. Got a nice full tank of inverted commas free diesel. So this is only 18,000. We'll still have plenty left in there. Fills a bit slower than the water does. Well, I suppose it depends on what you... Well, we're dependent on the pump, I suppose. So 18,000, let's have a look and see where we can go and sell that. 18,000, we can't sell to the liquid full station. Those full stations have overinflated prices. So the little market, you can see the difference there. It's not in the same ballpark, and they are actually, they would buy from us at 3,000 and they're selling it much less than that. So it's just, yeah, it's a money making mod, to be honest. But yeah, so the little market is also, we're not having to travel very far to make our deliveries today. It is just around the corner from the wholesale. That little market really sells a lot of different stuff. Not sure where it stores the fuel, but the diesel. And if we go right here, we'll get to the little market. Fantastic. Yep, that's all for the day. And yeah, we should make a nice, pretty little penny. We're still 2,000 odd. 18. So we should get close to, well, 40 odd thousand there. 58,000. There we go. Our maths is way off. Well, the little market's also giving a bit of a bonus, isn't it? If I remember correctly, that gives about 10% or 20% on top of the advertised price. But I don't mind that too much because, well, yeah. I'm just not quite sure. We're being a little bit hypocritical there if we're selling it to there and not selling to the bulk station. It probably would have got less from the bulk station. Yeah, but I don't want to sell to the bulk filling things that I put in there were to simulate buying from the farm. So we're not going to be selling that much diesel to a farmer. Well, I suppose you could be. Right, there we go, and that's that done. So I'm going to just do, before we go, let's get back in the Unimog and just head off to go and oversee the taking down of that production unit that we're not using, and put up some place to store our vehicles and trailers. So this is the one that needs to come down, and yeah, here we go. So we'll sell that. It's not going to make a lot of money. Right. And now we're going to build some sheds. And the ones we're going to build are Where are they now? About 12,000 each. I think I want to try and put up 2. It's going to be a little bit tight getting in and out, but not too bad. Where are they? Were they these here? Yeah. So I think we can get 2 of these in here. Not sure whether the long trailers will fit in here, but hopefully they will. I suppose I should have checked that out, shouldn't I have? Well, certainly some vehicles, the vehicles will belt to, and there we go. I think we should just tar in the inside of those. And where we go down here, what was that we put in there? Was it tar? Or was it the concrete? I'm not sure what we put on. Industrial asphalt. There we go. Can't quite see at the back what I'm doing, but we just won't go and look. Huh. Now we're going to go and have to go and look, aren't we? Oh dear. There we go. Let's go and have a quick look. We're going up the bank. It's no a little bit there where we went too far, but brilliant, to be honest. Right, so I think what we'll try and park first, because if that gets in, then everything will get in. Let's get this out of the way first of all. And which one are we in? There we go. If we can get the trailer in, it'll be brilliant. I think we're going to have to do this at the top here or the bottom where we've got a bit of space to maneuver. Probably at the bottom here. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the easiest one. Go and try and do our reversing without embarrassing ourselves again. Don't want to go too far over, let's try and get in the middle. Yeah, perfect. Like it was made for it. We can park the van next, or the horse next to it. put this one up there, and then we'll just park. We'll leave the rest to be done off camera. I'm sure you don't really want to watch me parking all my vehicles. What else is there to do? So yeah, we'll get all that flour into the bakery. We will go and buy some more inputs for our dairy and our tortillas. I might do that as a separate episode, and then we'll keep track of the cost for the next month, just to see how much, just to do a costing exercise on that. Hopefully that won't be too boring, but for me it will be interesting to see. In any case, that's where I'm going to end this episode. Mega bucks made. We're over 600,000 now, so we cannot complain. I don't think we'll have pig feed all the time. Every couple of months we'll get pig feed sold. Diesel, we'll get more soya beans and water in there. We'll get that going. And yeah, we've now got a place to park our vehicles. It's looking smashing, even though I say so myself. Yeah, so there we go. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.